Today on Rappler.
The Philippines' gross domestic product grows to 7.6% in the third quarter of 2022. President Marcos is set to meet Canada's Justin Trudeau and France's Emmanuel Macron on the sidelines of the ASEAN summit in Cambodia. At least 7 are dead as clashes between the government and the MILF continue in Basilan. A man is detained after eggs were thrown at Britain's King Charles and his wife Camilla. US President Joe Biden says he will work with Republicans. Singer-songwriter Conan is bringing his world tour to the Philippines. And event producers open more tickets for the much-anticipated Eraserheads reunion concert. The Philippines' gross domestic product grows at a faster than expected rate of 7.6% in the third quarter of 2022. The latest figure reported by the Philippine Statistics Authority is much higher than the 6.1% median estimate by Business World and Bloomberg. The figure puts the Philippines second in growth in the Southeast Asian region, behind Vietnam's 13.7% and in front of Indonesia's 5.7%. Even as inflation drained families' income, on the demand side, household consumption and investment were the main drivers of growth. On the production side, all sectors sustained growth, driven by expansion in services and industry. President Marcos's economic team is aiming for the GDP to grow between 6.5 and 7.5% in 2022. Socioeconomic Planning Secretary Arcedio Balisacan says the government is likely to hit its GDP target. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is set to meet with his counterparts from Canada and France on the sidelines of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit in Cambodia. Marcos says his meeting with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau would likely be an introductory talk. Marcos says energy and climate change will likely be among the topics of discussion with French President Emmanuel Macron.
I'm looking forward to the bilaterals. Face-to-face.
The Department of Foreign Affairs earlier confirmed that Marcos would be meeting with the Cambodian head of government. The DFA also confirmed a planned meeting with South Korea. Marcos will be participating in the 40th and 41st ASEAN Summit in Cambodia from November 10 to 13. Nearly 1,500 families flee to safer ground as fighting between government forces and the Moro Islamic Liberation Front in Basilan escalates. Local officials and stakeholders express concern that the hostilities may set back progress of the decades-long peace process in the region. The military's Western Mindanao Command says as of Thursday, 3 soldiers were killed and 6 others were wounded in the ongoing fighting between government and MILF forces in the town of Ungkayapukan. BARM Education Minister Muhagar Iqbal, chairman of the MILF Peace Panel, says 4 MILF members were killed and 3 others were wounded. Acting West Mincom Commander Brigadier General Arturo Rojas says fighting started when Unkayapukan officials went to the village of Ulitan to ask newly arrived MILF members not to bear arms. The town government says some 1,480 families have so far fled their homes and sought refuge elsewhere. A man is detained after eggs were thrown at King Charles and Queen Consort Camilla as they attended an engagement in northern England Wednesday, November 9. Footage on social media show 4 eggs flying past the king and his wife and smashing on the ground as they arrive for a traditional ceremony in York. They appeared to be unmoved by the incident and carried on with the engagement. Police officers rushed in to drag away a protester who was shouting slogans. Others in the crowd jeer at him and chant, "God save the King." King Charles is on a 2-day tour of northern England. Eggs were also thrown at Elizabeth's royal car in 2022 when she visited Nottingham, central England. And anti-British protesters threw eggs at Charles during a walkabout in central Dublin in 1995. US President Joe Biden vows to work with Republicans and says he understands voters are frustrated. U.S. Senate control hangs in the balance while Republicans move closer to securing a majority in the House of Representatives. This a day after Democrats outperforms expectations and avoids a Republican red wave in the midterm elections. Biden also reiterates his intention to run for re-election in 2024 and says he would make a final decision early next year. A White House official says Biden spoke by phone on Wednesday with Republican House Leader Kevin McCarthy, who would be the leading candidate for House Speaker if Republicans win a majority. American singer-songwriter Conan is bringing his Super 8 tour to the Philippines. Concert organizer Live Nation Philippines announces Conan will be performing at the Mall of Asia Arena on February 18, 2023. Prices, seat plan, and guidelines have yet to be announced. Tickets will go on sale for the public on November 18 with a pre-sale on November 17. The upcoming show marks Conan's first concert in the Philippines. Conan is best known for his songs Heather, People Watching, Memories, and Maniac. His latest album, Super 8, was released in June. More tickets to the Eraserheads reunion concert in December are now up for grabs. Producers expand seating sections and add a general admission section in response to the continued demand from fans. Tickets are available through SM Tickets website or outlets. The highly awaited reunion concert initially only had 50,000 seats available, and tickets sold out within a week of going on sale. The concert will feature all 4 original members of the band, Eli Buendia, Buddy Zabala, Raymond Barasigan, and Marcos Adoro. It will also feature an 18-piece orchestra and a tribute to late rapper Francis Magalona, the band's honorary 5th member. The concert is happening on December 22 at the SMDC Festival Grounds in Parañaque City. And that's today's wrap. I'm Ralph Rivas. Thanks for watching. Click the story below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.